Welcome to my live stream. I'm mayohosko. Thank you so much for watching. I'm building sets from my backlog from the LEGO group who are worth billions and billions of dollars, which is significantly more than what Bricks and Minifigures is worth. So yeah, let's see how if we can actually build some LEGO today. Hey Alexandria, going live an hour earlier because a couple of brickheads are doing more coverage of the BAM scandal. So I decided to go live an hour earlier so I don't miss out on all that juicy drama. And I was also just on Cool Han Luke Bricks' stream. They might raid into here afterwards, so we'll have to see about that. But yeah, went live yesterday, and it was just a quickie. There were a lot of people online yesterday. Hopefully that changes today. And there is more developments with the Bricks and Minifigures scandal that I want to get into when we get enough people in the comments. That's not good to hear. Hopefully there's no planes flying overhead today like there was yesterday. And we're waiting for more people to come into the chat. So how is life going right now, Alexandria? Because yesterday was my last class of the semester. Now I've got to work on a bunch of assignments to finish the semester. And I came home from class yesterday, ate my dinner, fell asleep, woke up again, and then I went back to sleep, and I woke up again to realize that people were doing streams. So I woke up with a few people's streams, and now I'm doing this stream. I woke up feeling full from my dinner, but that was over 12 hours ago now. So I probably will need to get myself breakfast after this stream. I'll feel hungry again after this stream. Hey JDP Builds, good to see you here. Bricks is the way. I don't blame you. I've been doing the same. Also, JDP, there's stuff that we can talk about that I haven't gotten to talk about in a while. But the first question I'll ask you specifically, because I know some of Alexandria's thoughts, because she's been keeping up with my streams. What is your thoughts about the Bricks and Minifigures scandal? I either wasn't there if you have expressed your thoughts, or I'm unaware if you did express any thoughts about that scandal. Because there's a lot of diverse opinions with different levels of expertise about what's been going on. Because I've been trying to keep up with as much information about that as possible, which is where I found out that, as I speculated, Legal Mindset has now joined the coverage. So I got the link for Legal Mindset's coverage in the description below, and still got the links for Penguin Zero, formerly Moist Critical, his reaction to the American Fork Police's reaction to the scandal. And also, there was new developments within the scandal because Bricks and Minifigures went to Patreon and requested that they take down Reckless Ben's Patreon. And the CEO of Patreon responded to that. So that was really interesting. That's another new development within the scandal. and seeing people who have made videos about the scandal now makes me want to do the same. That'll probably be a Monday upload for me, which will be a Sunday upload for you in the chat. Yeah, just waiting on more people. Where are you guys? Got to be out there somewhere. Exactly. It's all very scummy, and there's lots of people who are clamoring for a reimbursement just to put everything to bed. But BAM are being stubborn about it, and they're refusing to back down from their delusion. Hey, Candy, good to see you here. Last hour of work, am I right? Yeah, so if we can get a couple more people in the chat, we will open bag 10 of this set. And I don't know why, but there's a glare on the camera. Ah, you're off. You're off today. Well, I hope you enjoyed your day off. Because it's 8:08 p.m. Eastern, which means it'll be 7:08 p.m. Central. I woke up still feeling full from dinner last night. And I'm probably going to have breakfast after this stream. And this stream is 1 hour earlier than what I normally do because a couple of brickheads is extending their coverage of the Bricks and Minifigures scandal. And I should have put the link for their live stream in the description. But it's not live. It's not live yet. So to compensate, what I'll probably do is edit the description of this stream afterwards, and then when I go live again at 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night, again put the link for ACOB's stream in the description because they're doing coverage of it. Reckless Ben is the investigative journalist behind everything. A Penguin Zero has jumped on the coverage train. Internet lawyer Legal Mindset has said his thing. Even Asmongold reacted to Reckless Ben's video. So there's thousands of people in the LEGO community and tens of millions of normings who are invested in the drama as well. Oh, you're at work. You're at work right now. And congrats on opening your Bricklink store. Yeah, so besides that, is there anything that you guys want to talk about? Hope you can get some good sales on that. And it looks like M&R Productions is going to be on ACOB again. because something people don't know about something that people who don't keep up with M&R might not realize is that he is a BAM franchisee. So that's why when people were questioning why he was kind of just sitting in the dark when ACOB was interviewing either the COO or the CEO of Bricks and Minifigures, why he was kind of being neutral about it. Well, that's because unlike the CEO and the CEO and the COO, he was exercising his Fifth Amendment. Hey, Hoarder, the invite is in the jungle if you want to join the stream. And also, I was talking to other people, and some people are excited about the plans that you want to do with me. So you want to liquidate Overwatch sets and some other stuff. Are you just not into Overwatch anymore, JDP? I never got invested into Overwatch. I was too busy busy playing other games on my phone back then, and still am right now as we speak. Yeah, if you don't need a duplicate set, then the money is worth it, especially if you're not a mock builder or you can't use those pieces for building mocks. Now, I am a mock builder, and I can use any type of parts to build any mocks that I want to build. Not sure how many other mock builders are in the chat right now. So all the real mock builders, please stand up. Hopefully we can get one more person in the chat before the half an hour mark. Because I know that Candy would be lurking during all of this. Exactly, mock builders for life. Yeah, some games become a fad, and then you don't need to engage with it anymore. Yeah, I remember Mock Talk. When is the next episode of Mock Talk? I messaged stuff on your Discord server like a year ago for Mock Talk. Not sure if you ever did anything about that. And if you did, please link it so I can go back and watch it. And something I will say is that I'm slowly developing a Mayo City, JDP slowly developing Studwood. How's the development of your city coming along, Hoarder? JDP listed some of the sets that he's selling. You're designing stuff for conventions. I need to figure out how to pack my mocks that I'm exhibiting at Brick Slopes into my suitcase. I'll look forward to it whenever you do that. Yeah, I know a bunch of people who only ship within their own countries. Sorry about that. Yeah. Do you not know what the word lurking means? I go lurking on people's streams all the time. I'll tell you what, when I came home yesterday, Brick Therapy 2-3 was live, and I was unpacking my backpack while he was doing his stream, and then I come back to comment after unpacking, and then he ended his stream. Something tells me that he doesn't like to go live for more than an hour and a half, because I think he went live for 82 minutes or something yesterday. Maybe he has a cutoff time. But he commented on my city update, telling me that he was getting inspiration to do a city of his own. And I encourage anyone who hasn't watched my city update that I uploaded on Sunday, Monday, to go back and watch it. Some people in this chat have already done that. So Candy, when you do that, does that mean you only watch the stream for a few minutes and then go about with the rest of your day? Because that's what I do sometimes as well. You still need to build a new table, hey? So how big do you want your table to end up being? Enjoy ice road trucking. Okay, yeah, that's what I do as well. So for those who don't know what lurking means to watch, or to start watching a stream, say hello, and then have the stream on in the background while they do other stuff. JDP wants his city to be ever growing. See, I think, well, I want the dimensions of my city to eventually be 2 meters by 3 meters. Hey, Titan, you're also at work right now. I am doing well because I had a good night's sleep for the first time in a while. And it wasn't too long, it wasn't too short, and I feel like I got a lot more energy inside me today compared to previous streams. Alexandra says, go into streams, and if people are talking about stuff and not knowledge about, you get quiet and just watch. Exactly, I do the same thing, because some people get into more in-depth topics that I'm not necessarily all that engaged with, but I like having the background noise when I watch something. If my friends are talking while I'm doing something, it's so easy to have them on in the background while I'm doing something else. That's why I enjoy podcasts so much, because I can just have it on in the background while I do something. However, if I'm watching a live stream and someone's talking about something that either have a lot to say about, or a lot of people are saying interesting things, then I'm more likely to comment every 5 minutes or every 2 minutes or something. And me personally, I try to at least stay watching someone for at least half an hour. I like to give people at least a half hour of watch time hours. And if it's a really fun stream, or if a lot of people have a lot of things to say, then normally I go and watch more. And I appreciate that very much, Candy, because it's like, and also going back to what we sometimes talk about, the two-way street. I watch Candy. Candy watches me. I support Candy. Candy supports me, and we all have a good time together. Exactly, it's not a bad thing because they're all eyeballs, nonetheless. Even if it is just in your eardrum, it's still an eyeball, and I love everyone's eyeballs. Yeah, so I do want to say some things more about the scandal, and I'm gonna do that while building bag 10. So, quick question, Candy, because it's your day off, are you going live later? Yeah, some people are like that as well. Okay, got bag 10 open. Yeah, and that's where people end up seeing the same names over and over and over again because we like to support our friends. Okay, so we're building the second floor of this building now. Yeah, you've been doing a lot of stuff with Senior recently. Senior, see, I always like to keep up with his city updates, and it'll be exciting to see what he does with his expanded tables. And I didn't know until last month that he does a medieval stuff as well. So now that's more things I can enjoy from his channel. And also, I wouldn't mind doing a collaboration with you sometime, Candy. Yeah, so something about the Bricks and Minifigures lawyers, which I learned from somewhere in the grapevine, is that someone said that the lawyers thought the scandal would only last a few days, and then it would all go away, and people would forget about it and move on to the next thing in the news cycle. Boy, howdy, they were wrong about that. I don't think the lawyers expected that. Because I've been saying that the lawyers would have been shaking their heads about how the CEO and the COO have turned the scandal into a PR nightmare. Because now there's no friends of Bricks and Minifigures except people who are franchisees or a part of the company. And speaking of being a part of the company, I don't know what role Josh Johnson held within the company, but he is no longer a part of that company anymore. So he got fired. What's going on here? So that was another further development. Josh Johnson got fired from Bricks and Minifigures. And now that Legal Mindset has spoken about the scandal, like I speculated might happen, it'll be interesting to see if CoffeeZilla decides to cover the scandal as well. Putting a lot of large plates on here right now. Yeah, a lot of people have similar names within the community. I know a bunch of Marks, Richards, I'm trying to think of some of them. I know a few Jasons. I know quite a lot of Alexes. I only know one Alexandria. Yeah, so there's a bunch of people in the community with similar names. Equally, there's a bunch of people in the community with either the prefix or the suffix brick in their name. But there's only one mayohosko, and if you see any other person claiming to be mayohosko, let me know about them, because they're an imposter. They're just imitating. They're not the real Slim Shady. Did you see how he said he no longer supports BAM? Who's Howie? I know a few Howies in the community as well. I know a few Wills as well. Your name is Will. And isn't Will Bricks Productions one of those minifigure traders? Because I personally don't give a shit about the minifigure traders. If you wanna trade in that stuff, just collect action figures instead. And if you want properly detailed, properly proportioned characters, just go get action figures. Minifigures are super deformed, as Jane always says. Minifigures are by far the most overpriced thing in the LEGO hobby. By far. I have no respect for people who pay hundreds of dollars for custom minifigures. Because you're just pissing away money on hype. It's kind of like people who engage in Pokemon card trading with all those $1 million cards. Especially with all the stuff that Logan Paul has engaged in with Pokemon. And speaking of Pokemon, what does everyone think about the new Pokemon sets? Because I'll share my thoughts about that after other people. Yeah, I know a whole bunch of friends who part out a set, and the minifigure ends up paying for the set itself, which is just crazy to me. Because I'm like, well, if you want the minifigure, just buy the whole set. Personally, I don't understand it. I think the most expensive minifigure I've ever bought was a Forestman. I was thinking about buying the CMF version of Basil the Batlord on Bricklink, and even then I'm skeptical about it. And I was going to buy the original Michael Schumacher minifigure on Bricklink, but then LEGO came out with the Michael Schumacher Formula One car set, so I don't have to do that anymore. Candy thinks they're ugly. There is a lot of ugliness in those sets, especially with the integration of the smart brick within those sets. So this is the floor plan for part of the second floor. There's a trap door thing right here. I guess that's the top of a stairway. She's buying a stairway to heaven. Yeah, because and throughout the whole Bricks and Minifigures scandal, I'm trying to remember all of the or the memorable quotes from people making themselves look like fools. Because either the COO or the CEO told us to touch grass. Yeah, the nerve of them. Someone from the American Fork Police Department said that they don't play by the same rules, to paraphrase, as cops from California, which the conspiracy theorists were drawing were drawing the string on the pin-up board, connecting that to the Mormon church. Because about half of the Utah population is Mormon. And some people were asking if Sean the Right Way and Brent's Bricks from ACOB were Mormon, because they thought they were in bed with Bricks and Minifigures, accusing them of a softball interview and all that junk. So they had to clarify that they aren't Mormon, but the CEO and the COO are. And then people were talking about how that Crystal person has connections to Antifa, which was a curveball. And last time I checked, the GoFundMe that Ben arranged for Brian, who is the victim in all this, the value of the GoFundMe has now surpassed the value of the Star Wars sets that got stolen, per the consignment agreement. And overall, it's just a massive PR nightmare for all of them. And I can't get enough of all that juicy drama. And I even had someone in my Instagram DMs tell me that they thought that Penguin Zero's coverage of the situation has been the best, and I agree with that, which is why I have links to videos from Penguin Zero's coverage in the description of some of my streams, while I've been covering the situation as well. And as I said previously, to the snowflakes who are afraid of drama and are actively avoiding and are actively doing everything to avoid it, they just look like scaredy cats trying to run away, to be honest. Because whether you like it or not, people are going to keep on talking about that until justice is served. The story has gotten insane. I know a lot of people who are going to be boycotting BAM now. Purist customs, in my opinion, are way better than outright custom minifigures. Oh, do you mean Brickmaster Howing? Yeah, because Shy Time has done stuff with Harry as well. And I remember when people were talking about it, when someone was copying Harry's style of videos, and even some of Harry's scripts word for word. Kind of like how people have accused the internet anarchist of stealing people's video essay scripts word for word. And I'll be the only reason why I'm excited for ACOB continuing their coverage afterwards is because I want to see how many of I want to see how many of the Ethan Klein HD podcast viewers end up in that chat. Exactly. If you don't have an opinion, then you don't need to say anything. But I've seen people who don't have an opinion say that they are trying to avoid the situation. So what I'd suggest for them is any time they go onto YouTube or something and they see a video recommended to them about the scandal, to click the 3 dots on the sidebar on YouTube that brings up the option to do not recommend the channel. Because if you do that, then you won't get that in your suggested videos anymore. And the more times you do that for the different people who are talking about something that you're not interested in, then YouTube will slowly realize that you don't care about that thing, and then they'll stop recommending that. Because there are some things that I don't care about and I don't want to watch videos about. So when I see videos covering that in my suggested feed, I click do not recommend a channel so that I don't have to see that. That's one way of controlling not needing to see anything. That's what I'd suggest to those people. Because not everyone needs to have an opinion about everything. Some people think everyone needs to have an opinion about every bad thing that's going on in the world right now. But no, you don't need to. Never shopped at Bricks and Minifigures in the first place, so you'll just keep the same pattern. Exactly. I've only been to Bricks and Minifigures once, but that was when other people who I met at Brick World Chicago were also going, so I just kind of tagged along with them. When I go back to the US for conventions, I'm not going to go to Bricks and Minifigures unless other people are also going. I went to Bricks and Minifigures one time just to hang out with people. And by chance, they had some small sets that I really liked. And factoring in their cost versus if I was to go to eBay or Bricklink and then pay the shipping, that's how I justified the cost. Because I bought the Trauma Team, which I've featured in some of my city updates, and a small Blacktron 2. Those 2 set. Those are the only things I've ever bought from Bricks and Minifigures. I'm never going to go there again unless other people are also going. Because I just like to hang out with people, and it's an adventure to drive somewhere, be in the same car with people. and there's no Bricks and Minifigures outside of the US. And after everything that happened, I don't think they will ever expand internationally after this scandal. Yeah, Candy, I've also seen other people who have said that they've only been there a couple times. Because there are some people that have heard about them, but they've never gone. There are some people who have heard about them and have gone a couple or a few times. And I know some people who go there all the time for trading and buying. So there's a spectrum to it. And I'm in the former, not the latter on that spectrum. I suspect more people will be doing the same after everything that's happened. Also, I've been building this set for a while now, but what set are you building right now on your streams, Candy? Because you buy a lot of different sets from a lot of different themes. The store is generally for normies that don't know the value. Exactly, because like I think I've heard people say that they are the pawn shop of the Lego hobby. Kind of like how GameStop has become the pawn shop of gaming. Oh, is that the big $650 Titanic? I was on someone's 24-hour live stream who built the big Titanic. What mountain bike holder? Exactly. If you don't know about Bricklink, I think you'd be more likely to shop at BAM. Wow, that's going to be a big project, Candy. I hope you have fun at building that, because that's a big set. Oh, do you mean the road bike set? Yeah. The road bike set doesn't look like Lego, but it is built out of Lego. One could say that's an achievement. Someone like me could say, okay, well, why don't you just buy a die cast version of the same thing? Just finished building set 71860. I don't know the set numbers, but I do know set names. Oh, I built that wrong. Let me get the brick separator. Hate it when this happens. Yeah, so me personally, I'll be excited to see if there's any more sound bites that come out about the scandal when ACOB goes live in 10 minutes. One of Lloyd's things. I think a lot of Ninjago sets are highly repetitive, which is why I don't buy a lot from that thing. Same thing with Dreams. There's a lot of repetition that I'm not interested in, because when I was watching tea time one time, I coined the term vehicular slop. Because I'm a playset guy, not a vehicle or a character guy. So I care very much about the ratio between a playset and a vehicle or a character set. If I see the ratio is skewed against playsets, then I'm less likely to care about that thing. You don't own any dream sets. Have you thought about buying any dream sets? Because I own duplicates of the Dreams Village. That's my favorite. And the other one I own is the Caterpillar van set. Because I thought that was a cool van. And then as a gift with purchase one time, there was a spider polybag with a little bit of alien terrain something, which was kind of cool. Yeah, not the caterpillar van, the turtle van, yeah. There is a lot of wild and crazy colors in Dreams. Yeah, and there's only so much you can buy if you have a limited amount of space. We'll be able to finish bag 10 before the end of the hour. And depending on how I'm keeping up with my assignments, I might do a long stream on Saturday night. So if anyone out there is going to be available on Saturday night and you are also a live streamer yourself, let me know and we might be able to have some fun together. Collaboratively. Are you doing anything on Saturday night, Hoarder? Are you doing anything on Saturday night, Candy? If it was to be a time, it'd probably be starting at my normal time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Well, Hoarder, let me know. Let me know on your Saturday DM me on your Saturday morning if Amara is there, and if she's not there, DM me that maybe we could do something together. Did I do something wrong here? Yeah, I did. Oh, still have to put the minifigure together. Just a couple more tiles to put on here. Let's add that minifigure to the lineup. Don't know where this goes. Is this supposed to go under somewhere? Oh, it goes back here. There we go. Just a few more tiles and jumpers. And then we'll be done with bag 10. Yeah, those are all the extras. Let me get out my Pringles can of the extra pieces. And there. Oh, the stair rail came apart. That was everything for bag 10. Everything you see here. So that is the end of bag 10. So I can get out bag 11 for when we go live tomorrow. Yeah. And if anyone has any last minute things they need to say, speak now or forever may you hold your peace. Yeah, I have multiple containers for extra pieces. Yeah, a couple of brick heads is going to be starting. So thank you for watching this stream. It is appreciated. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I'm going to go watch a couple of brickheads, continue their coverage of the Bricks and Minifigures scandal. Hopefully they'll have some juicy information I can talk about when we go live again this same time tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. So I'll see you on my next live stream tomorrow. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.